I think one of the most frustrating things in dealing with uh, Muslims who are the Muslims social media is the total lack of honesty that I see. Uh, there's seems to be an inability to really engage in a real conversation. And this morning I saw a post from a Muslim that the Trinity was total confusion, and he ended it right there. There was no reasons given. There was just a blanket statement without any evidence. And so I asked him, and I will ask any Muslim who may be watching this, are you able to give me a theological and historical definition of the Trinity? Something that was defined early on in church history, from a creed or from a statement of any kind that actually defines it. And there are a number of statements, or even from a modern book on theology. You can even go on to and do a Google search, definition of the Trinity, and I'm sure that you will find something. And the responses I got, well, it's just a doctrine of confusion. I don't need to define it. What does the Bible say? And of course, I'm not against going to the Bible to show the doctrine, but the doctrine of the Trinity is derived from the whole of Scripture. We just don't, pick one Bible verse. And of course, if we pick one Bible verse that, for example, God is, 3 in 1 or something like that, they would say it's corrupt. But we go to the whole of Scripture to define any doctrine, and that's the way you approach theology. You don't build a doctrine on just one verse of Scripture, but you look at the whole. And so I asked, and I knew I wasn't really going to get an answer. You never do with these individuals. I think they are intellectually dishonest, to be quite frank with you, and that they are not interested in learning or having, like I say, a real conversation. Now, I want to say that I do not mind disagreement. That's part of what goes on when you have a conversation or a debate with anybody. But what I find really troubling is that very often we wind up talking past one another. So let's see where the confusion is. Is the doctrine of the Trinity a doctrine of confusion? Well, what I've seen, my experience has been in almost every case, is that Muslims make an error of category. They confuse the they confuse the being of God, that is what God is ontologically, with the person of God. That is how God communicates or interacts with his creation, and in particular, his people. So they basically confuse category A, that is the being of God, with category B, that is the person of God. And so let's give a basic definition that is found, that you'll find any place. And of course, Ahmadinejad, the dishonest person he tried to say that we believe in God as one God and three gods at the same time, or one person and three persons at the same time. And of course, that is an error of category. And of course, if that's what the doctrine of the Trinity was, if we believe that God was one God and three gods at the same time, of course, that would be confusing and illogical. But that is not what Christians believe. The doctrine of the Trinity is basically God is one in his essence, category A, or you may say God is one in his being, again, category A. Essence and being are virtually the same. There may be a few small distinctions, but and that is basically, what is God ontologically? Those attributes that define God as God and not shared with anything else. And God is three in his person. Again, as I already stated, how does God relate to his creation? So I hope this is helpful to some. I hope that it will, I want to encourage a real conversation regarding this. And it'll work with any person who holds to, or any person that holds to a Unitarian idea of the one God. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and may God bless. And I would love to hear from you. I really would. You can leave a comment either on Facebook or since I will be uploading this to YouTube, on YouTube. Anyways, you all be blessed and have a great day. And again, thanks for watching.